We are the ones destroying this nation. We, the very politicians, for political reasons, we are the very ones destroying this nation. You have bad people, you have foreigners that will come to any state in the world and commit crime. Who has bewitched this nation? Who has bewitched this nation?
So it's very, very simple. By your own statement, SSF go no say, he already don't outline the one them way not the problem. Hello, my family. BABASHEQ, the political offender, with another edition of the program Dodon CLIN. Well, my family, this is about waiting the go on our country right now. We come in terms of drug-related things. Them we all know say earlier na kush. Now we all they talk about na the media. And with the pressure the authorities them for let them go do something in order for let them go able for curb this particular pandemic now in country. And now the big brother of Kush do overtake the country. And there are so many accusations, so many enmity they go on right now in our country. In the case of Admire Bio and a journalist Lamrana and another musician turned politician Natasha Beckley, they're all the bots the aid way come in terms of this drug abuse way they go on our country and drug trafficking. But my question here is, who are responsible for all this?
Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel Dodon CLIN and hit the notification bell to be notified for new videos.
Na Admire Bio, na Dowsy, na Natasha Beckley, or the other one the way they can call. Say they hand deep and drugs now in country. And we all know what be happen last year December. Na a church where a particular wanted na Europea be there na a church with the president, and then they allege say the president in Peking na in the data particular wanted guide way na Boleos. But the thing that capture my attention is the statement where the Speaker of Parliament be make, Honorable Singapore Thomas, we make very recently where at the end of the speech, when we see, he say, who that don't reach this nation. And we all know, say, on the 5th of April 2024, President Biobi don't declare a national emergency on drugs and substance abuse in our country. So, my family, let me listen to Honorable Singapore Thomas in statements where he make in Parliament concerning these drugs where then they accuse Salon for.
That the level at which we are propagating Sierra Leone as a drug nation is not like that. It's not like that. That level at which this nation is propagating Sierra Leone, the level at which citizens are propagating this nation as a drug nation, it's not like that. But it is unfortunate. People we have very high respect for in this nation are the ones taking the lead. They are the ones taking the lead. I don't even want to point to certain nations, our neighbors, the things that are happening in countries, neighboring countries, the things that are happening. You can't even begin to compare Sierra Leone to such nations. Not even 1/10. But you don't see that anywhere. You don't even hear that anywhere. But the moment something, the other day somebody was saying, hey, they got some people there. So. We are the ones destroying this nation. We, the very politicians, for political reasons, we are the very ones destroying this nation. And why are we doing this? Why are we actually doing this? Why are we doing this? Sometimes, in any state, you have some bad people, of course. You have bad people. You have foreigners that will come to any state in the world and commit crime. You go to America, it's happening there. You go to England, it's happening there. You go anywhere in the world. You have bad people that will come to nations. You have citizens that are just bad. But why do we paint Sierra Leone as the worst nation on earth? Why? And yet we want investors to come. We want jobs to be created by people. We want people to spend their money in Sierra Leone. Why are we doing this? Who has bewitched this nation? Who has bewitched this nation?
When we although you waiting, the Speaker of Parliament don't say, it is time for talk, say the way and manner at which people learn the talk about saloon concerning drugs, he say not to so it be. He say and people with high respect, he say na the one them ready take the lead for do them kind thing and they against the country. And he try for compare saloon with other country them with themselves they in drug trades. And I don't think it's necessary for lay and compare with country with other country the way it come in terms of drugs. Because the rate at which the flow in and out of the country is very, very alarming. From ambassador to immigration boss to airport workers and high-profile individuals in the society. And we see the rate at which we youth them they depreciate in our country. And he also say the politician them na the one them way they destroy the country because of political reason. And also bad foreigners them. That means foreigners already come at the country with bad intention, like the likes of Boleos and others. And at the end of the day, he asked a question. He said, who that which we nation? Who that which we country? So a very, very simple. By own statement, SSF go no say, he already don't outline the one them way na the problem. Because if you talk about foreigners, and the only foreigners who get na saloon, where they allege say they na saloon, when I wanted na Europe, na Boleos. So that statement they alone for say politicians them and foreigners them. Now they are the one they were responsible for that. That don't answer in question. Because na politicians them and high profile people in the country, na them they mingle with these particular alleged wanted where they say they na saloon. Well, if the speaker say the way and manner at which people and they propagate we country as a drug nation, why we president declare a national emergency on Kush? And he say enough is enough. And now not to just Kush no more the effects in the country. The bigger brother of Kush, NSSF dey na we country right now. Now mi famulem la bring una back to the statement where we presidents be make concerning the fight against Kush. Wait be don't put in place.
The deterioration and alarming mortality rate of our young people due to the addictive use of Kush is no longer acceptable. As a government, we say enough is enough. As a nation, we say enough is enough. Synthetic drug and substance abuse is a global crisis. Sadly, its harmful effects have reached our doorsteps. Our young people are becoming increasingly addictive to kush, which has become a death trap. Our government remains fully committed to combating drug and substance abuse in all its forms and protecting the well-being of our citizens, particularly our youth. In the past, I constituted a presidential task force on drugs and substance abuse to help fight drugs and substance abuse in our communities. We are making concerted efforts to combat this menace, but unfortunately, we are experiencing a surge in kush consumption and escalating fatalities among its users. It is my solemn duty as your president, acting on the powers conferred on me by the Constitution, to declare a national emergency on drug and substance abuse.
When we all don't hear waiting, the president don't say, let's just touch on in conclusion, and this particular statement we make. He say na in duty as president, and they act on the power we then give by the Constitution for declare a national emergency on drug and substance abuse. And initially by statement, he say it don't constitute a presidential task force on drug and substance abuse for help fight the drug we in our country. Now let me listen to waiting the one way appoint as the boss for National Drug Law Enforcement Agency get for say. And this particular statement, if you don't see him over 1 year ago. Now let me listen to what Mr. Kaikai get for say about the constraints them when they undergo. And this particular agency where the government be constitute.
Who is going to fix Sierra Leone? If every part in this country, every village, every town is being ravaged by kush. As we are sitting in this room right now, I can guarantee this room that if you go all across this country right now, you'll find thousands of our children, be it Freetown or the least village in this country. They are nothing. So who is going to fix Sierra Leone if we don't act now? Since I took over the agency in October, as I said earlier, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for the whole country has only 12 permanent staff. 12. When I took over, seeing the gravity of the situation, we immediately embarked on community sensitization. Very, very heavy. But up to date, as I said in October, around the TV, radio stations, everywhere I've gone, the agency does not even have a bicycle. We don't. Even electricity. Thursday, before I left the office, out of my own pocket, I paid 1 million just for us to have light in that office. So it is something I'm very, very passionate about. And I'm ready for this fight. Night, day, I'm a former military man. I'm ready for the fight. All I'm asking for, let the requisite support be given to us. Then as head of the agency, if I don't fight, kick me out of the office. But I'm ready to fight, sir. Thank you.
Well, my family, me all lawyer, you waiting the boss of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency don't say the one with the appoint say na responsible na the head for fight this particular kush. Then say be kush. But now in Big Brother don't dey na salon. So if the small brother we na kush then able for fight am, how much more the big brother? How them go able for fight am? We na the white substance. And we all hear you talk say na 12 permanent personnel them dey with them. And even bicycles self they no get. And according to undercover investigation, then say the situation na still the same. So how them go able for fight this particular fight? Where the small one they no able for fight her. Don't the big one don't come. How them go able for fight this fight? for say na government negligence or na sabotage and they sabotage the government. And also the police themselves they try with the see where then they make arrest. And the police themselves they undergo some constraints. Where then they arrest. Then charge them go court. Waiting na the outcome of the court sittings. Because to me, I don't ever see or hear then say they don't sentence or punish a particular person where they engage with drugs. So how the government go win this particular fight? Because if they don't set example to one individual, I believe say the rest then go afraid. But if the National Drug Law Agency boss, they're able for finance and for able for doing work, don't the police they not get that kind facility they for let themselves do their work. Una no feel say if they not to patrol personnel or they not get content mind, they're not able for bribe them for let it in the flow na the country. So who that responsible? Who that na the person which this country as waiting the Speaker of Parliament ask? And now there are so many wanted lists where they go around from the police say this na wanted and they na wanted and so on and so forth. Let me see some of the one them way they don't declare wanted. Who that them na them personnel then they. Now airport staffs them. They say they are wanted for conspiracy to felony and drug this or that. Don't just see them pictures them and waiting at the reason why they are wanted by the police. This now one of them. And this particular one is named by Bue Kamara. And he addressed na Freetown International Airport, Lungi. And he offends and say conspiracy to commit a felony to with drugs trafficking. In occupation, they say na FIA security. Airport profiling service. Airport profiling services. Just imagine this particular person na airport security. Then we'll go to the next one. This na the other one. When self police then declare I'm wanted. And in your name na Prince Soa. Himself na the same airport to the work. And na the same charge. Conspiracy to commit a felony to with drugs trafficking. Himself na FIA staff. Sky handling partner. This particular person himself now wanted by the police. He named Lawrence Dumbuya. And himself na Freetown International Airport. Na they work. And himself na FIA staff. And na the same crime himself commits. We make the one time for. And in our aviation security service. Na in occupation. So why then they blame people them for? If the one them wait for stop all lengthing and they don't declare them wanted and they no say the hand be they pandis. Because now then they make credit in the rich na the country. The one then they accuse so now. When then they allege say then they pan drug business. The Admire Bio, Dowsio, when I manu Natasha Beckley, the so the that so the boleos them. If they not be get facilitator, people who they facilitate for lady drugs cancer, where they help them for lady drug cancer, like them for don't stop. So who done are the rich man? The most serious part is the allegation of the diplomatic passport in the hands of drug lords. Where that's now an embarrassment for we all as Sierra Leoneans. Where we travel. Now let me see the statement after where we begin here. He say then catch a Turkish national by the name of Abdullah Alp Ustun for say where they arrest him for drug related offenses them then see with diplomatic passports in hand. Plenty people then be there in denial. So that is the reason why we foreign minister come out and make this statement. He say as of today, they not get or receive any diplomatic communication where they indicate say they arrest an individual in Turkey for drug-related offenses where they hold with diplomatic passport or ordinary passport. So himself be they in doubt because they not communicate that to him. Now the online news this way they make that particular statement about with diplomatic passport in the hands of that drug lord the way Naboleos Imbralo. According to the statement, they say they also arrest them with Salone diplomatic passports. I think 1 or 2 days after, we get to see a public notice from the immigration department na Salone about the misuse of with diplomatic passports them. And according to the public notice, they say investigation of alleged misuse of diplomatic passport. They say the Sierra Leone Immigration Department don't take note of media reports from the Dutch, German, and Sierra Leonean outlets regarding the arrest of a Turkish national we then say involved in criminal and drug-related activity. Reportedly found a Sierra Leone diplomatic passport in possession. So the government of Salone and the immigration department not take this particular allegation lightly, then take it with very seriousness. And then they try to protect the integrity of Salone diplomatic privileges and the reputation of the country. And by the directive of the President Bio, then say the immigration say they don't launch thorough investigation for determine how this particular individual gets this particular passport, and then verify the authenticity or any supporting document where they identify the procedural failure or misconduct where involved in this particular diplomatic passport within at the hands of this particular individual. And then say beyond this case, the immigration department also don't conduct a wider audit into how then they issue diplomatic passports them to people them. So let them go prevent let it not go happen in the future. And then say if they find out say anybody in hand upon this particular thing, then will take disciplinary action and legal action against anybody where them find out say yes in hand they pan this particular trade. Now waiting at my own conclusion in all this. We all know say we presidents are at the head in the country, and in one way not go able to fight this particular drug within our country. So admire Bio, Dowsy, Natasha, Boleos, not only our problem na that country dey. We problem na the country, na the authorities them were responsible for fights for stop this drug na we country. If the authorities and the government and people already in higher places na we country, they not take this fight seriously, it will come a time where the addicts them of them drug then they where them will take weapon against we own people in our country, where them will be under the influence of them drug there. And it takes a patriot and a personnel with content mind for fight this menace within our country so they like today. If the person not patriotic and he not get content mind, then go put and say let them fight this fight here. This fight not go ever go before, go always lose this fight. We all know say difficult for fight, then can fight here. We not go ever get total eradication of drugs in our country. But if we get patriots and content personnel them, it go minimize our country. And the president appoints people them way for help and for fight this particular fight. For certain people and they were appointed na the right people them, or for certain people and they sabotage them, or them people and they were appointed then just the fight for their own pockets, or they not get the appropriate facilities and finance for let them do the work where I appoint them for. So mi famulem, una give una comments or una opinion at the comment section. Until next time, this na BABASHEQ, the political offender, with another edition of the program Do Don CLIN. Na me di say, tata, peace.
Sierra Leoneans, let's see what they do for push this country go before. Wake up your body and do something.
This na the program Do Don CLIN with BABASHEQ.
The same old system and the same problem. So wait till we for do, we never did. Wait for make this problem, yeah, so when.